Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Exile 2 Crystal Souls. Last time we explored quite a bit of the map, and I think that's really kind of all we did, if I recall correctly. We explored Fort Dubno, I remember that. Since we're at Fort Dranlon, I think it's worth exploring this just now. I think we can actually sell some items here. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, yeah, so this is very well fortified. A guard peels through a crack between two of the barriers and demands your names. You give them, and holes will open in the barriers to let you through. Fort Dranlon is a grim place. Battled Vanguard in a long series of walls. The walls show signs of having been blasted, patched, and rebuilt many times. The passage ahead leads into the core of the fort. Arrow slits face into the passage, and lines of ominous glyphs stretch across the floor. Wow, this is pretty cool. Okay. Quite the entrance. But yeah, so I was curious if Dranlon was still standing, right? Because we lost Katra, which was, a pretty big blow. But if we still have Fort Dranlon, then, the war is certainly not lost, right? It's still definitely possible to do okay. You find a tiny cramped office nestled in between the barracks and the fort walls. Wow, this really is, really in the middle of nowhere. A neat-looking, ferret-faced man hunches behind a desk. He looks you up and down. I'm O'Rourke. I'm an Exile agent out here on the front. Such as it is, with Katra destroyed, we're less a front and more an island. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to be doing covert work and such, but stepping outside this fort is such a sure way to invite quick death. Unfortunate, there was a serious matter that needs taken up with the giants. The Empire is no more fond of the giants than us and has driven them into the caverns to the north. I have a quest regarding them with which reward if you can complete it. Giants we've questioned have said that they have 3 icons, very ancient, made of a strange grey stone. They're owned by giants living to the north. We'd like to get them, to examine them, and break giant morale. Bring them to me and be rewarded. Okay, so it's basically just go there, defeat a dungeon with giants, and I guess collect 3 icon and just bring them back. So that should be doable. There's a young woman with long blonde hair sitting at the table. She clearly hasn't slept in days, and her face, with which seems naturally made for smiling, is creased with sorrow and worry. I'm Nance. Her voice is dull and lifeless. She struggles to be polite. I fled Katra when it was destroyed and came here. Now I wait and stay out of trouble. I have no skills that are of use here. I cook and sharpen weapons and wait for the war to end, however it does. That's kind of sad. Okay. So this is another entrance, okay. Oh wait, there's a special thing in the corner. Find a ladder leading up to the second floor of this tower. You climb up to take a peek. There's a decent view, but not much interest, and you climb back down. That's pretty cool. That gives a sense of verticality to the world, right? Which is pretty cool, because obviously, it's a top-down 2D game, so cool to see that. A small, beautiful woman with long, coaly brown hair is sitting behind the desk. She wears simple velvet robes and bears a staff of a wizard. She nods to you and smiles blazingly. I'm Commander Maywin. Or pronounced Mywin. Mywin, okay. Her smile falls a few notches. I run this fort. It's pretty bleak. The Empire has been hammering us non-stop for months. Burial didn't help things, and adventurers really come here anymore. That's why it disappears entirely. The Venetai burial. Remember, it was us and Katra versus 3 full Empire garrisons and the tower. And we still endured. Besides, nasty business that. It's just a ruin now. The loveliest city in exile. But we'll keep it from happening again, mark my words. That's cool. I got some acknowledgement that it's the best city in exile. That's pretty cool. I know she talked about adventurers. Used to be. There were always adventurers coming through here, doing missions for us. Great help. Now I really get anyone to do missions. Plus, I can't bribe them as easily. I'm not allowed to teach Dispel Burial to people anymore. I can only offer gold and goodwill to the government for those that do missions. It's a powerful spell nowadays, and we're not allowed to teach it anymore. It leans close to you, but I hear someone in Fort Emerald is being a little loose with it. You should check it out. Very good information. Okay. What is a mission here? This mission is a dangerous one, indeed. To the north of here is an Empire tower filled with mages led by an Alchemage named Elduin. We need him dead, and I've been trying to find a small band to infiltrate his tower and slay him. Okay, Alchemage. It just appeared almost overnight, upriver to the north, a few months ago. It's run by a mage named Elduin and launches nasty raids. It's an important place though. If you could hit it hard, it really stick it to the Empire. Okay, so that's another mission to do. We have plenty of these. And I can't get inside. Yeah, okay. Oh. That's painful. But I do want to see if there's anything here. Guess the answer is no. Actually, there is something. Oh, we can't get in there. I think if we take a boat, maybe we could. Maybe that would help. I don't want to use a piercing crystal if I'm not sure that it's gonna be worth it. There was an aging thin mage here. He's directing energy into a magical barrier blocking a hole in the wall. As you approach, he finishes up the section he was working on and turns to you. What? Also white. He scratches his neck. Oh, defend the fort. I'm a refugee, you see, but I wanted to do useful work. I'm Katra. It was destroyed. I taught magic there. Yes, I still do sometimes. There's a quick spell you can buy from me if you're interested. Yeah, I think we have both of these. Maybe we don't have this. Hitting space rotates it. That's what I was trying to do a couple episodes ago. Okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. Not too much here. The counter was being polished by a middle-aged, heavy-set man with short black hair and a very neat mustache. He shakes your hands. I'm George. I'm the quartermaster. I'm the quartermaster here, such as it is. Plus, I run the commissary. He indicates by the counter. There are some supplies here. What few adventurers we get passing through. You can buy stuff if you want. We also have rations. This is all we got, and we wouldn't have that, but for the cache. Empire supply cache? They got them all around here. Fresh supplies teleported from the surface. We don't get much of it, but we can make do. Interesting, okay. Yeah, it's expensive. Okay, how do we get inside? Yeah, we go this way. This small room has been set up as a guest chamber. Let's take advantage of it. Yeah, sure. Spend a long restful night on a bed, surprisingly free of fleas, ticks, and other vermin. Ooh, wow, that is nice. Okay, awesome. Because as soon as we leave this, we're all gonna have to fight like 2 groups of enemies, I'm pretty sure. This small temple shows signs of being visited often. The kneeling pads are worn with constant use by the beleaguered soldiers of the fort. There was a striking woman praying at the altar. Her long dark hair contrasts sharply with her snowy white robes. She stands to welcome you. I am Caitlin. Takes a single look to tell she is very tired. I've just completed a very long series of prayers, but my regular work is spell casting. For peace in those who have died, on both sides, and for the Siths. She looks sad. Poor creatures. First they were devastated when they lost the war against us, now the Empire hunts them for sport. They are an old, dignified race. They deserve better. I don't maintain the barrier sometimes, but that isn't important. What is important is that I can heal you. Okay, cool. We don't, we don't need that, but it is useful.
Darn.
Yeah, I think we can make that. There we go. Okay, that is Fort Dranlon. So if we exit north, exit. We have to. I guess we have to go out east. Yeah, I don't think we can get that to work. But we can go this way though. Oh, the walls of a formidable sight, blackened, stained, and studded with vicious looking spikes. As if that weren't enough, there were glowing glyphs at regular intervals, promising fiery death to those who try to climb the walls. Wow. Very cool. Okay. I assume there's nothing over here. Oh, there actually is. Assassin. I'm folding. I don't know. Not letting me attack. There we go. I wonder if there's some backstory with that. There might be more over on the other side. I guess not. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so I think we'll probably call it there because I don't want to make you sit through the combat. We could maybe. I don't know. The thing is, like, you go through these enemies, you get to explore a bit, and then there's usually more. So, kind of a short episode, but got some good information though. There's basically, well, a Empire Tower up the river here with an Archmage. So that's a mission. There's also a mission to defeat some giants and take their 3 icons. So yeah, we got plenty of things to do and plenty of XP on. So, but again, we're trying to finish exploring this kind of part of the map though before we do too much more. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.